Hello students, today we are going to study chapter 7, the Cholas. So in this chapter, you have to study all the things, that is sources, inscriptions, Brihadeshwara temple, administration, Rajaraja 1, Rajendra 1. Political history is not there, anyhow it's only a small portion. So first we'll see where was the Chola kingdom developed. So here you can see the map of South India. It is also called the peninsular India. So here you can see river Narmada is Godavari is flowing here. Narmada is this one. Then comes Tapi, and this is river Godavari, and after Godavari the next comes river Krishna, and last one it is river Kaveri. So down of river Krishna, that is this region was occupied, by Dravidians. So Dravidians, they had their own language and culture. So here in Peninsular, there were three important kingdoms were there. Among these three kingdoms, Cholas were very powerful kingdom. So by 9th century, the Cholas, they controlled a large part of peninsula, and they developed a powerful navy. With the help of powerful navy, they developed India's sea trade in Indian Ocean, and they conquered places like Sri Lanka and Maldives Islands. By the end of 9th century, Cholas, they defeated the Pallavas of Kanchi, and they weakened the Pandyans. So Pandyans, they were ruling the present day Tamil Nadu region. So those days it was called as Tonda Mandala. So that was also controlled by Cholas now. That means the peninsular region, that is down of Krishna, from the down part of river Krishna, the regions were controlled by Cholas. So next we'll see the sources from where we are getting the information about Cholas. First one we'll see about inscriptions. So the main sources of information for history of the Chola period is from the large number of inscriptions of that period. So all these inscriptions, they gave information about Rajaraja 1, about his achievements of his reign, as well as his successes. About them also it is recorded. So inscriptions are of different types here, that is copper plate grants are there, stone inscriptions are there, inscriptions made on walls, pillars of temples. So like this different types of inscriptions were there. The copper plate grants, they were also known as Anbil and Karandi. Okay, different names they had. As well as another inscription, that is Kanyakumari stone inscription. It gave a long list of rulers who had ruled Chola dynasty. And in copper plate, there was another set of copper plate which contained 31 copper sheets. Here in picture you can see like this 31 sheets were there, and all these sheets were written, and it was tied like a bunch. Okay. So these sheets were written in Sanskrit and Tamil language. So what is there in this inscription? So this inscription gives information about Rajendra Chola I, about his grant given to the temple. So that is written in that copper plate inscription. Next we'll see the inscriptions provides the following information about Cholas. So it also tells about the Chola administration. Like for example, the Uttaramerur inscription gives information on the village administration, taxation and land revenue. So they also records all the gifts and endowments given to the temples and Brahmins. So all these were written on copper plate inscriptions and are records of grants of villages, plots of land, other privileges to individuals or institutions by Cholas. That is, all the grants and gifts given by the Cholas were recorded in the copper plate inscriptions. For example, the Laden grant. So, in the Laden grant, it has got 21 large plates and 3 small plates, and it is said that this Laden copper plate, it was written by Rajendra Chola. Like 5 Sanskrit copper plates he had written and 16 Tamil plates he had written. And in that it gives information regarding the honoring of his father Raja Raja Chola. Okay, so this Leiden grant, it is preserved in the Museum of Leiden in Holland, Netherlands. And this Leiden grants, it also gives information about Parantaka Chola as well as Parakesari Uttama Chola. These inscriptions also give information about construction of temples as well as even changing of the new images of the deity. About that also the information is there. And some inscriptions have royal orders on taxation and land revenue, resolutions on village assemblies, judgments were also given, like theft, guilty of theft, murder, other criminal cases. So, for that, what judgment was given, that was also recorded. And in inscriptions on temple walls served purpose of public registration, such as record of sales, mortgages and other forms of transfer of property right in village lands. It is recorded on the temple walls. So this is about the inscriptions. So I hope this topic is clear to you all. So students, everyone read the chapter once again and we'll continue in the next class. Okay. Thank you children. Have a nice day.